Life is between our ears, and we can choose how we wish to see it. So do your best at everything you choose to do, and keep expressing your love of humanity, and know that fluency is your natural state.
In our places, actually, Indian gurus, they really encourage everyone to ask one question: Who am I? Who am I? And I will just read few lines. Give up all questions except one: Who am I? To know what you are, you must first investigate and know what you are not. Discover all that you are not: body, feelings, thoughts, time, space, this or that, nothing concrete or abstract, which you perceive can be you. The very act of perceiving shows that you are not what you perceive. The clearer your understanding is that on the level of mind, you can be described in negative terms only, the quicker you will come to the end of your search and realize that you are the limitless being. You are timeless, ageless, limitless.
Coach Lee, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. I really love the things that you've said. It's so true. If I think of the numerical age that I am, it makes me feel old. When I think of the things that I'm doing and learning and feeling, I feel so much younger. Even though I've been pretty active all of my life and everything, even after retirement, I'd have to say that from a few months ago, when I started this program, and I'm completely fluent, I'm not worrying about my speech for the first time in my entire life. It's even taken off the shackles even more. And it's so exciting. And it's such a wonderful feeling. So I want to just thank you for that. And I'll share one affirmation that I'm using. It's applying for everything for me now and my speech also. And that is, I release my worries and embrace the peace that God offers me. The affirmations have been wonderful. It's amazing to me the changes that I'm seeing in myself, not just in my speech, but other aspects in my life. So again, thank you, Coach. You are ageless, and that means a lot more as you get older and aging. Thank you.
Ron, you are the reason that I'm here, and that many other people are here. And what you said thrills me beyond belief, and it's all true. And I say to many people that really, why do I say bottom line, stuttering was a blessing in my life? How in the world, all the times that I wiped out, practically costing me my legal career as an attorney, how can I say that? I view stuttering as a blessing because it got me into mind training, daily mind training. Before I go to sleep and when I wake up in the morning, I'm saying my affirmations. I'm getting as relaxed as I can, and I'm saying my affirmations 20 times each. I am by repetition. What do the neurologists tell us, Ron? That the most repeated thought becomes our dominant thought. And the dominant thought becomes our reality. And our reality is who we are. So by the sheer matter of repetition, Ron, You and I are proving that we don't have to stutter.
Thank you for your calm and soothing speech. You had me so relaxed. What, in your opinion, has been one of the best decisions you've ever made with WSSA? And where would you like to see WSSA in 10 years' time?
As to the best decision, I don't know. That's really for others to say. The future of WSSA should be the elimination of stuttering from this planet.
And as I reflect upon my growth journey, I think the difference was that when I was younger, it's more about like winning, competing, a more egocentric. And as I reach this age in my life, it's more about community and caring and loving. So it's no longer about the other people on the other side, but everybody is on one side, I think. So that's certainly some perspective I gained from aging. And the other thing is love your quote about Lao Tzu, you have to give up where you had, and that's actually symbolic about stuttering because stuttering is really about not letting go of the last syllable and moving on to the next syllable. So it's almost symbolic.
Every morning when I wake up, I say, don't let the old man in. Don't let the old man in. Wake up and be young. I also want to give some reflections on a 69-year-old person, not 39, 69. I feel 39. I had the best year last year. I stopped stuttering, which has been a demon and a burden on my back for 60 years. With Coach Lee and you all, the 1-2-3 punch, little old me from Pittsburgh stopped stuttering. I am so happy. It's all because of the WSSA. And if I can do it, anyone can. And stuttering, you don't have to do it.
I've thought about aging and thought about how so many different people age differently. And I really appreciate just the way you described it as mental, that life is between the ears. And I'm going to continue to think about that to help that sink into me. And so overall, Coach Lee, I really want to just thank you for for the message that you've been communicating throughout your life, that stuttering is overcomable and it is not inevitable. I think when I started this program only about a year ago, it was my first time hearing that message. At first I was like, wow, I've never heard this before. It sounds utopian and I don't know about this. And so I learned about the crutches. I learned about the importance of reading out loud. I learned about the affirmations. And again, I was thinking, this is kind of strange. This is kind of different, but I'll definitely give it a shot. So it's really starting to sink in. And I just thank you so much. The mentality, the mental side of life, that the more that I reflect on what I'm grateful for, the more I think about optimism and hope and joy and hope and gratitude and smile, it just helps so much with my mental state. And so I want to thank you for that as well.
Oh my goodness. Coach Lee, I am forever grateful to have met you, even though not so much in person, but you have had an immense impact in my life. I am 30 years old, and a lot of times I have thought so much about how I'm going to look like when I'm older. This makes me emotional. And coming into WSSA and um meeting people like Cindy, like Terry, like Tara, who are way decades older than I am, enjoying their lives, looking younger than they are. It gave me so much hope. It's made me realize that old age isn't a bad thing. It's all in the mind, right? And now I am really looking forward to how I am going to look like in my older years. I know I will still be smiling, I will still be physically active. And of course, I will be a PWSS. I will probably not remember that I had a stutter in my earlier years. So I would like to say thank you very much, uh, Coach and Danny. Thank you so much for introducing me to WSSA. And I'm so grateful that I can now talk without being afraid, without having physical, what's it called? The physical anxiety. Like my whole system will be shaking just because I'm about to make a speech, right? So, to anyone who thinks WSSA doesn't work, they don't know what they are missing out on. So, everyone, thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure knowing everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiyamaka, for wonderful comments. I've loved coaching you. You're a bright spot in my day. I'm always here if you want to chat for a few minutes. But it's wonderful having you here, and thanks for making those comments.
Absolutely. And don't worry about aging because you are going to age like a fine bottle of wine, just like our next participant, TT from California.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Coach Lee, you are literally one of my heroes. You truly are. You are one of the most positive, energetic, just amazing humans on this earth. I chose to stay positive. I chose to, everything's going to get a better. It's going to be a better a day. And it did. So now I was exercising yesterday and I was thinking, I've accomplished everything, and I'm not trying to brag or boast. I'm not like that. What a joy it is to have all the odds against you. I didn't have a parents and this and that, raised myself, literally honest. And now to sit back, retired, there's nothing I want, nothing. I did everything, but it was attitude, attitude, attitude. It's everything. Like a, a coach said, life is between the ears. And I never gave up. And for some of you that are in your 20s, 30s, you got to keep going no matter what. You have to keep going because it does get better. And it's a great thing to say to be almost 64, saying, I got it right. I did what I sought out to do. So age is amazing, you guys. It is. And I just want to say again, Coach Lee, I thank you. I do. You are an angel from above. Thank you.
Terry, thanks for the kind words.
How do you know when to stop and take a break?
There is no time to stop. I intend to keep improving as long as I can breathe. And it's not easy to do. It gets, sometimes tiresome. But John, it's what we do, it's what we've got to do. And look, you want to be happy with yourself. You want to hold your head high, and the only way you can do that is when you're doing your best. And you'll still never be, the best tennis player or the best speaker or the best mechanic or whatever it is you do. You'll still never be the best in the world, probably, but it's not about that. It's about being the best you can be. And when you're the best you can be, that's going to get you where you need to go most of the time. But you can't ever stop. There's no time, and you don't want to stop. You don't ever want to stop. You want to keep going. Use it or lose it. You want to use it to your last breath. Everything you can do. I still have a gym with weights in it. I still try and go in there and do some weights. I don't do what I did, but I do something. You never, ever stop.
Because I never believed that stammering can be cured or it can be controlled. And I had a very severe stammer. I used to stammer on each and every word while doing the reading in the classes, while talking to everyone. And nowadays I also tell the stories to my little girl before she going to bed, because the baby girl, she wants to listen the stories from me. And earlier, all these things were just a dream for me, that if someday I would have spoken like this. But thanks to it that I am able to do all these things now.
What is the best lesson in your life?
I have free choice to accept or reject thoughts, and that nothing compels me to think anything except my own desires. So I'll use my mental switch and I'll dictate my thoughts. When I do that, when I believe that I can improve, I will, and I know I can. And I'm going to keep trying. Life is about effort too. You got to want to play the game. You can't. Look, the game life is a solo game, Jamal. Every one of us is on a solo course. We may be happily married or have great brothers and sisters or parents or friends or whatever, but life is still a solo journey. And we have to deal with that. And the only way that I know to do it is by giving my best every day in every way in everything that I choose to do. I can't quit. There is no end game. There is no fourth quarter. There is no ninth inning. It doesn't end. It ends when we're not here. And when we're not here, I don't know where we are, but we're not here. So I'm not going to concern myself with that. I'm going to concern myself with right now I'm here. So thank you for your question. Thank you for coming. Thank you for trying. And thank you for winning and improving your speech every single day and improving yourself, as I know you are and you will.
I actually have a question for Dean, if Dean is still around. Is there something that you have learned from Coach Lee, your father, by growing up with him? Thank you.
Yeah, I've learned a tremendous amount, of course, by being my father's son and being raised by him. Uh, I would say among the best things I've learned is that uh, you just always have to do your best to be the best you can be in whatever it is that you undertake. And that, he would always say, Dean, I make a lot of mistakes, but I get an A+ for effort. And that has always been true of him from the time I was a little tyke, until now. He has always given everything A+. And and additionally, when he does mess up, he's pretty quick to say, "Oh, sorry about that. I was having a bad day," and just move on. Um, but I would say his work ethic, his drive, his constant pushing everyone around him. Be the best you can be. You can do it. You can do it. I mean, he's been a great coach to his kids and his grandkids and business partners and everyone that he's known, I think all of his life who spent time with him. He's been a coach. So I'm extremely blessed to call him my dad, and just wouldn't have it any other way.
So I have been stuttering since I was in the elementary school back in India. I was not able to speak a sentence fluently for many, many years. I tried so many things to get more fluent, tried speech therapy several times, read several books. But Lee, your book changed my life. I was able to tame my stuttering because of your strategy, speaking aloud, affirmations, crutches, and you have had a huge impact on my life. So in last 6 years, I got promoted from a manager to a managing director at one of the big 4 consulting companies, and that's because of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for making a huge difference in my life.
So we're glad to have you. Thanks for your comments. And Danny, close it up, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, with that said, it's time to close our meeting. I hope that you enjoyed exchanging thoughts with ex-stutterers and those fast becoming ex-stutterers. I will now end with our motto. Feel free to say it along with me. If you can say one word anywhere, anytime, you can say and love to say any word, anywhere, anytime. Until next Saturday, have a great weekend, my friends. Take care.